What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're keto, I'm John. We're going to talk today about too much protein on keto. But first, if you haven't already hit that subscribe, click that subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I put out videos in the future, because I know you're going to love the content of this channel, guys. I'm going to talk to you about what is too much protein on keto in just a minute. All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to this channel, check out the content, and if you enjoy what you see, definitely hit that subscribe. I love to engage with my subscribers and just comment back and forth with you guys, get your inputs on different things that we talk about. But we just got back from boxing class, guys. I feel amazing. It was a good workout in. Got a good workout in. I'm kind of dehydrated, so my mouth is kind of dry, so excuse me. I left my water downstairs. But I just want to jump into this topic because, one, I know it's a huge topic that people talk about. What is too much protein on keto? And can you get kicked out of ketosis by eating too much protein? So I'm not a doctor, guys. None of the advice or the things that I talk about on my channel will ever be described as medical advice. I just do the research on my own, and I look up the information by myself, and I always encourage you guys to do the same. If you want to know something, just Google it, YouTube it, do whatever you got to do. Go to the library if you want to go old school, but just definitely do your own research. I definitely recommend doing that. So while it is true, scientifically proven, that if you eat too much protein, I'm gonna murder this. I've been saying it right until I get the camera on, then it's like, how do I say it? Gluconeogenesis can occur. So that's when your body puts the overload basically of protein and turns it into carbohydrates. That's very layman's, and don't kill me, keto police or scientific police, because I might not be saying it all correctly. But basically it's where you're taking too much protein, your body converts it into carbohydrates, which would definitely kick you out of ketosis. However, although this is proven to be fact, the amount per person of what that number of grams of protein is to kick you out of ketosis is not determined for individuals. So what can kick you out won't kick me out, or vice versa. And it just is so much it just differentiates so much that you can't put an actual number of grams of protein that are going to kick somebody out of ketosis. You just can't. So I know that there's people that I follow and that I respect highly, who I listen to, who say, eat like 6 ounces of protein in a meal. That's just not cutting it for me. Like, I do a lot of athletic things. I strength train a lot. I do a lot of cardio. So I burn through a lot of what I take in, and that, maybe that everybody's not that way, but I've tested my ketones after eating a substantial meal, and I've never been kicked out of ketosis. So I don't know, like I said, everybody's different, but if I eat a meal, it usually consists of at least about 10 ounces of protein, but I do make sure to get plenty of fat in with that meal. And I think that's very important, especially when fasting. I try to break my fast with MCT oil, lots of fats, because that's gonna blunt the spike of insulin. That's gonna kind of keep it at bay. You're always going to spike your insulin whenever you eat food, but obviously carbohydrates are going to have the most significant effect on your insulin. So eating proteins and fats is much better, and the more fat that you eat with that protein, the lower it's going to keep that insulin. So that's just layman's. That's the research that I've done. Like I said, guys, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. But I just wanted to talk about this subject because I hear it talked about a lot, and I just never have talked about it on my channel. I wanted to get your guys' insight on those things. I want to know how many ounces of protein you guys are eating with your meals. What kind of meals are you eating? What do your meals consist of? Some people do different kinds of keto. Some people do carnivore. Some people do low carb. They're not really doing keto, but they call it keto, and that's all right, man. Like, I'm not the keto police, guys. I don't have the end all be all say of what's keto and what's not. All I know is what makes me feel good, what allows me to lose weight when I'm trying to do that for my goals. And, you know, I just got to worry about myself and those around me that I care about and love, and let other people do what they need to do in their lives. So I try not to focus on what other people are doing. If I see somebody who puts something out that I don't agree with, you know, I'm not going to jump in their comments and be like, hey man, you're wrong, you're not doing keto, or hey girl, that's not right. And, you know, I mean, come on, I don't have time for that. And that's not the way I would want to be talked to. I'm not going to talk to people that way. I think if I have a different opinion of somebody, you know, maybe we can just talk about each other's opinions, and maybe by the end of that conversation, I might feel differently about my opinion. So, you know, you just always want to keep yourself open-minded, and, you know, take into account that everybody's different. Nobody is going to do the same thing and get the exact same results. So just make sure that you are conscious about the amount of protein you're eating and how you're eating it. Remember to take in a good amount of fat when you are eating that protein, and try to stick with your higher fat proteins. I've eaten chicken breast one time. That was like this past Friday. I made a stuffed chicken breast for me and Lindsay. And I hadn't eaten chicken breast since I started keto. So it had been a really long time since I had chicken breast. I try to stay away from it. It's too lean. Tuna, I try to stay away from it, too lean. So, you know, just try to keep higher fat proteins like ribeye and things like that. But I don't want to rumble on too long about this. I just wanted to touch on it, get your guys' opinion on it. There is no exact number. Anybody who's trying to sell you an exact number of protein on their plan that's, you know, that will keep you from getting kicked out of ketosis, it's just ridiculous. There's no way to tell exactly how many grams of protein will kick you out unless you actually do the blood test yourself. So just eat your meal and maybe do a blood test after, you know, 30, 45 minutes after, to see if it kicked you out and to see what happens. But remember, guys, it's not the end of the world if you get kicked out of ketosis for a little while. You know, this is a lifestyle. It's not a race. It's a marathon. So it's going to happen, I'm sure. Sometimes after a hard workout, I probably get kicked out, and I stay keto all the time. So don't worry about that too much. You know, try not to let the haters hate, but that's what they do. So anyways, I just wanted to get with you guys on this topic, and definitely leave me some comments down below. I really want to engage with you guys. So thank you all who have subscribed. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe. You will not regret it. You will enjoy the content of this channel. Check me out, and if you like it, hit the bell as well. All right, guys, that icon's probably going off above me right now. Go ahead and click on it and get subscribed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Life's too short. Have a fantastic day.